Happy Wednesday, everyone. Tetsuichi back at the desk, and I do want to cycle back to one of those slides for just a hot minute. No, not that one. The real-life Oryx Buffaloes are currently leading the Pacific League race with one half of a season to go. This is unheard of in the last 2 decades. They're on the midst of a, I think, 11-game win streak, which they haven't done in over 30 years. I'm not a Buffaloes fan, but it's still fun time to follow this team. I mean, we did just win the Japan series in our game. So I'm going to try a different backing track for this one. We'll see how today goes. As you can see from the off-season summary, we're sitting third in the war gain standings. The Lions kind of paced us by adding Yuji Nishino. How the heck did he put up 2 wins above replacement with the Eagles? Wow, he had a good season. That looks like a fluke, though. Especially since he was bleh with us. I can't imagine they fixed a 33-year-old. And you will also note that, yes, we have our new uniforms. So we got... I mean, that just looks good. That looks really stinking good. Last sim, we traded this fellow, Shoki Katsumata, and this fellow, Justin Wilson, to the Dragons with our second trade of 2024 to get Yudai Ono into Buffalo's blue. Navy, anyway. 1 year with a vesting option. Junichi 25% of the contract. So if he gets injured in 2025, whatever. He probably won't take his option. But the man's an all-star. He actually won a Best 9 award at pitcher? Is he that good? Okay, so he's not atrocious. Still wouldn't play him. And right now I'm kind of grappling with a strategy approach of whether it makes sense to put Okuma at short, Ota at second, and Kurebayashi at third. So that way we don't have to play the noodle bat of Yonetoshi Kashiwabara. But then I looked at his fielding stats and realized that Kashiwabara had a zone rating of plus 5.8 last year. And suddenly I don't mind not having him as much. Or playing him as much. I mean, he's just holding down the fort until Mr. Manny Guzman is ready to go. I mean, he was minus 3.7 last year, but I also played quite a bit, so maybe as he continues to grow into the position. And then there's Kazumitsu Miura, who may take over at second base at some point. The range, the double play, that home run bat. Come spring training, he may be actually part of our squad. This guy's also available to sign, Takayoshi Noma. He got posted to the Blue Jays. Posting fee $12 million. And promptly stunk up the joint. Didn't play more than 2 games with the Major League club. So he'd be a decent defensive replacement, but you look at our outfielders with like Yamato, Hirano, Nishiura, Kita. Where's he going to play? Really and truly. So, tempting. Probably not going to happen. And we'll see if this royalty-free music actually is, because I've followed this route and still gotten copyright strikes on YouTube. And yes, Ken Daigen has come up. I've decided to end the Kurebayashi at first experiment. We will have Masataka Yoshida starting most games at first to let Kenda again handle responsibilities at DH. Oh, Sachiya Yamasaki got... I didn't know he was Extreme Ground Ball. Shoot, I would have kept him otherwise. He's headed to the Carp. Solid get for them. I wish I had thought of that. And yeah, I offered Ryutaro Umeno a sort of help me out contract minor league deal. I mean, he's won the Golden Glove at catcher every single time he's played there. And I think he'll pair nicely with our own catching stud, Ali Sanchez, who won the Gold Glove at catcher last season. Those two behind the dish, I mean, it may make Yuma Tongu sort of superfluous. I mean, I just don't know where he plays. A 50 catcher rating isn't the worst, but by that same token, like, he's just been a non-factor aside from that one glorious year in 2023 when he put up a 118 WRC plus. Did we get... Yep, we got Umeno. Nice. For goodness sake, give the man his proper jersey number back. We'll see if he makes it out of spring training. It'd be a nice story to have him come back to Kansai after 3 years in Yokohama. I mean, he got paid. And we're going to release Yakumo Fukui. He just... Nothing, dude, and I'm not going to burn a trade. Our one trade this year on him. At what point do I tell my coach to stop thinking of Kyoyama as a good pitcher? I gotta think on that. Kajitani heads to the Lions for 2 years at age 36. Like, why? What are you doing there, Seibu? More money than brains. So we're moving right along here. No need to slow down, basically. We're going right to spring training. I will stop and double check to see if there's been any other major signings. Doesn't look like there has been. Oh man, Shuhei's going unsigned. Poor guy. Like, seriously, not even the Spirit and Bears want him? Trust me, they're not that much better. They got a 41-year-old DH, for Pete's sakes. 43-year-old first base. They are playing Nori Aoki at first? Wow. I mean, this shouldn't surprise me too much. This is a franchise that has a payroll that's dead last. I mean, fan interest is high, but for how long? Oh, wow, they hiked prices up. Enjoy your empty house. Not sure what the Spirit are trying to do either. I mean, Barrios is a good shortstop. But they just seem a little lost. I mean, we're one of 3 teams to gain wins above replacement during the offseason, and we already won the pennant last year, so as long as... I mean, Rakuten's rotation worries me. Because they've got 3 really good guys leading them off. Seibu's offense, as usual, is going to be frightening. So yeah, Seibu's trotting out Genda, Kon, Asamura, Yamamura, who looks like he's basically Ryo Ota, but better at third base. Mori, McClanahan, Tonosaki, Frazier's new. I wouldn't put Shohei Suzuki in center anymore, but you do you. Or this team's going to be a little wobbly in the rotation, because they still got Kaima Taira coming out of the pen. The Hawks, as usual, spent a lot of money. Intriguingly enough, though, Yuki Yanagita is going to be learning left field, because at 36 years old and fragile, I think his time is short. He's already on the trading block. But we're not giving up Seiya Suzuki to the Hawks. And they've really overhauled their team quite a bit. But without Carter Stewart, they're sort of lacking that ace. Yeah, their rotation is suspect. Eagles are doing basically what we're trying to do, but worse. They've got amazing up-the-middle defense in Fumiya Kurokawa and Tsukisaburo Doi. I mean, look at this guy. He's like our Noodlebat, but that much better in the field. It's their rotation that's frightening. Koichiro Okamura looks like he's developed quite nicely. Takahisa Hayakawa is currently a rookie stud. And Shunsuke Sato looks like he's coming along right behind him. Oh, and there's Yu Suzuki, who we traded away. Oh, Marte signed with them. Okay. He's continuing his tour of NPB. This will be his 7th season in the league and his 3rd team. 4th team in as many seasons. What am I doing? So, it is spring training. You will note that I've benched Kepler against lefty bats, because we have better lefty options in Isamu Fukuda and Kendai again, both able to come off the bench and hit for more power and more contact. So let's see who's coming up. I'm actually thinking that Seth McGarry is going to be temporarily sent down, specifically so we can give Manny Guzman a shot at short. Maybe not a forced start, but I want to see him do well. Alright, so let's see who else is coming up. Gotta be Shinnosuke Sato. I only got room for 8 more guys. Yamauchi, Masuda, Noda. Let's see how that looks. Let's just clear out all the forced starts. We'll put those back when folks return to the minor leagues. Yeah, Umino may actually make the club out of camp. We'll see. Oh, Hyogo Kobayashi's unmotivated? Okay, trading block for him, buddy. Do not need that on this team. Looks like Julian Fernandez is ready to take over as closer. At least until Tamao Fujimoto finishes developing. He's still got room to grow. My goodness. Not bad for a 9th round pick. Kayama looks like he's going to be a handy addition. I just want Miyagi to do something, you know? And then minor league camp is depleted, but that's to be expected. Hopefully we get through spring training without too many injuries. Our first game of the regular season is at home against the Fighters on April 4th. Oh, by the way, I also retired some extra numbers, so Yutaka Fukumoto, the NPB record holder for stolen bases, Hisashi Yamada, a ridiculously good pitcher during the 70s for the Hankyu Braves, and Takao Kajimoto, 12-time All-Star for the Hankyu Braves back in the early goings of that franchise. Now, there's one Hankyu Brave Hall of Famer whom I did not retire the number of. And that would be Tetsuya Yoneda, because he wore number 18, and that number is commonly associated with aces, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto still very much using it. So, let's skim through spring training again. We'll head to the 10th or the 17th before we start making cuts. Oops, that's not what I want. There we go. I should also check in on the pending free agents list for our team to see if Seiya Suzuki or Max Kepler are willing to come off their high horse and sign for a decent amount. Well, looks like Yudai Ono is going to be skipping his turn in the rotation. Okay, that's a more reasonable demand. 4.5 million to extend Seiya Suzuki. I like that. I really like that. Because that 3-year extension actually takes him a year past when we've got Yoshida and Yamamoto's opt-out. I wonder if he'll take 4.3 and 4.1. If we just locked up Seiya Suzuki long term after what he did for us last year, oh man. Like, this Death Star is gonna keep going. At that point, Kepler can walk, man. Like, we've got talent. And that covers up the holes if Yoshida and Yamamoto do decide to leave after the 2027 season. I wasn't expecting Seiya Suzuki to become sort of our team's offensive leader. But I guess when you build a Death Star, it doesn't matter who's the laser. We got him! Seiya Suzuki will be staying in Osaka to at least to his age 33 season, possibly to his age 36 season. That's got to hurt the Hiroshima Carp. But I don't care. We got him long term. Yoshida's having his usual slow start to spring training. That's fine. We're really going to have to play Yudai Ono with kid gloves, aren't we? Where's Kyoyama? Alright, let's remove the tiredness hook from Kyoyama. I want to see if the man can go a little bit deeper into games. Okay, first cuts of the season. First injury of the season. Ryo Yoshida goes to the DL for 8 weeks. Kepler, bruised knee. Yeah, we're gonna let him chill for a bit. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's let him chill for a bit longer. Let's put him on the IL. Bring McGarry back up. Interesting. So Fernandez lost the closer job to Tamao Fujimoto. I am okay with that. A lot of good performances out of the bullpen. Some a bit sketchy. Alright, so guys who we're going to send down would be these 5. Now, out of the folks here, yeah, it looks like Fukuda's going to draw in to play more games in left field. Scope. Nope. Split. Game type spring training. Umino's doing decent. I mean, Masuda can't get a word in edgewise, so fortunately he's going to head on down. Out of all of our first basemen, Maki's about to lose the job again. So Noda. Our new guy, Jitsuo. Yeah, Jits. He's going to head down and continue his growth in the minors. Taniguchi, I'm interested to see how he fares. Because this is the kind of a setup that usually does well for our squad. Just his defense all stinks. Third base, we've only got 3 folks here, and Miura has impressed. Miura might actually get the starts over Okuma at this point. That's going to be close. Hopefully Okuma can figure it out. Third baseman, Ota is doing Ota things, naturally. Noguchi hasn't been able to get a game in edgewise. So let's see, let's bring up... let's call up temporarily Funatu Ogino. Let him be a tertiary shortstop. Guzman's... Hello, Guzman is actually doing pretty solidly. He may have to get some more starts in at shortstop over Kashiwabara. I'm going to keep an eye on him. If Kepler's going to be out long term, or for a little bit longer, or if he's going to have an injury season, Guzman was who I was going to call up anyway, so... left fielders, we have too many of them. Hirota, Kaneshiro, Osho are all demoted. Hopefully someone out of Gen, Kita, and Nishiura can take the job. We got 3 center fielders still and 2 left fielders, and Seiya and Akira Yamamoto. But Gen can probably fill in both. So let's zim ahead. Really? We're putting Hyogo Kobayashi in as a pinch hitter? Whatever, coach. Well now, so glad we brought McGarry up for that brief stint. I guess Guzman has earned himself a role. Although, while we have the opportunity, let's call up Carlos Gomez and give him some chances out of the pen. How many innings did McGarry pitch? 1 2/3, and then tore his flexor tendon. That's his second torn flexor tendon. He's basically going to be... We're not going to miss him too much. It's such a shame. He was such a lights-out reliever for us last year. Ah, well, what are you going to do? Carlos Gomez out for 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, so Kepler will be back shortly. Once Gomez comes back, I think we'll just let him go to the minors. Team's on a winning streak at least. I spoke too soon. Okay, so Takahata is going to be our next cut. Yuito Nakata is not quite ready yet to perform. Kaino's having a rough spring, but whatever. Miyagi, I want him to do so much better than he is. Alright, so we got 4 more players to cut as we go. Honda, May have to start in the minors. Takanibu Matsuda is a 2023 third round draft pick. Originally drafted him as a starter, but look at that stuff. Guy packs heat. Alright, so we're getting close to final cuts time. Yeah, just casually ring off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wins in a row in spring training. Man, if I didn't have so many injuries to the foreign players, I don't think Sanchez would actually make the team. I don't think we're going to see Taniguchi with the club. And I hate to do it to Maki, but guy just can't hold down a job. So Tongu is going to move to be our defensive sub first baseman. Daiichi Suzuki has not done much, so he's on the bubble. Miura is on the bubble for making the team. He's keeping it close. I want to see more from Noguchi, so I'm going to keep him up with the big club. I'm going to force start Manny Guzman. I was not expecting this. But he's come up, he's batted ridiculously well. He's still got room to grow. And he may have just stolen the job from Kashiwabata. We'll see. Ogino, yeah, we're going to send Ogino down. Kyobayashi has done nil. Akira Yamamoto has not done much, so he's going down. I like that setup. Our next gap day is the 25th. At that point, we should have our go-ahead team ready to roll. Ryo Ota has 8 home runs this spring training. Manny Guzman has kept up his pace. Yeah, we may actually have to keep Guzman. All right, so Iwasaki's nursing an ab strain. So he's on the shelf for 4 days. Gomez will be back in a couple of weeks, and we're probably going to set him to a starter. We're going to keep him down in the minors. Takayasu should be back in 1 to 2 weeks, and we're going to rehab him. All right, so final cuts. Our bullpen is really solid. But I think if I have to make some choices, I don't think Matsuda's ready for prime time just yet, even though his numbers look good. I'm going to let Honda and Issei head down. Yeah, so Honda starting and being able to stretch out. I think I like the way that looks. Our first round draft pick from this year is looking like, our second round pick looks like a pretty clever one. And so lineups. All right, I want to keep to like 1 to 2 guys on the bubble here. Oh man, Umino's fallen off. Okay. So has Miuta. You know what? Noguchi heads down. Guzman's gonna make the team. Do we really need another captain in Daichi Suzuki? I think Daichi's gonna head down. And then out of the outfielders, Nishiuda has done nothing. Gen's actually done okay. I would have liked to have seen more, but I'll take what I can get. Alright, so bubble guys are Miuta and one of either Kita or Hirano is going to be heading down. I think Umeno actually made the club. Good for him. That's why I don't mind losing Daichi Suzuki as much. And I guess Kazumitsu Miuta also made the club. I'll have to think about that one. It's between Miuta and where did I just put him? Daichi Suzuki. Yeah, Daichi's OPS at 506. Like, guys gotta figure it out. Can't imagine he's too thrilled about getting cut. He will figure it out. Oh, just like that, Kenda again on the injured list. Which means might as well bring Daichi Suzuki back up. We'll see if Ryoto Kita can do something with the opportunity that he's been given. Oops, I was on mute. So yeah, I was just commenting on how I didn't expect David Dahl to sign with the Hawks. Was not expecting the Bay Stars to open up the pocketbooks as early as they did. Our rotation looks really good for what it's worth. I also was not expecting Manny Guzman to make it into the club out of spring, but he stole the job from Kashi Wabata. You have to give the man credit. And it's a shame Umeno's... You know what, I don't think I can keep Umeno up with the club. He was doing so promising, but he just fell off the radar. I guess I'll keep Umeno in the minors, I guess. I'm not sure if Gen's going to be back in time for the start of the season, so we may see Fukuda as our DH. Oh, no, he's going to be healthy again. Shinnosuke Sato could join our rotation if there's any injuries at this point. Taniguchi looks like he's going to be a solid first baseman. Can't wait to see him flourish. Hyoyama looks like he's finally developed. Suguru Iwazaki looks like he's solid again. Fujimoto's potential is now 80. Oh, can't wait to see him close. Oh no, Yoshida's contact rating dropped from 90 to 85. Boo-hoo. Okuma's contact went up. Alright. Final cuts time. Yeah, I think Kita just lost his job. Ken Daigen's going to take the job back. I'm going to keep Miura. No, I can't keep Miura. He did not do us a solid. Do I keep Umeno? He's even worse. So I know that's only 14 guys, so we're actually well under our... So we gotta look at go back to the batting stats. Split. Spring training. Who's coming back? Daichi Suzuki already got called back up. You know what? Let's give Maki Yamazaki another shot. Oh, he doesn't even make the lineup anywhere? Okay, never mind that. Oops, who did I just send down? That was Kurebayashi. Oopsie. So not Maki. Jitsuo's already looking like a contributor. Man, this is going to be tough. You know what? We'll keep the last spot open. If anyone impresses out of the farm team, I'll go to them. Kendai Gen should be back in time for open... Oh, will not be back in time for opening day. So who's on my 40-man who could come up and contribute? Now let's give Noguchi a try. At this point, may not actually... You know what? Yeah, it doesn't make sense to put Kepler on the bench against lefties. So Fukuda is going to be our full-time DH. Or do I put Kurebayashi... Now, you know what? We're going to move Yoshida to DH and let Kurebayashi play first. Go back to that original plan, at least until Kendai Gen comes back. So we'll run with a slightly deeper bullpen. I just realized this has basically been the same riff this entire time. I should just stick with what works with the Western music. I mean, these are the Buffaloes after all. Hey, welcome back, Takayasu. Enjoy your rehab stint. Oh wow, Keiichi Noguchi, I forgot he's a captain level. Eager to see what he can do. Onizuka made the top 10 prospects at number 7. Bit of a rough start to the season so far down in the minors. Oh, and of course, Hirotoshi Tateishi, the #1 prospect from last year, is is the top prospect. So, let's go into batting ratings and let's get everyone set up. In terms of strategies, Fukuda learned how to run. I'm eager to see him be more adventurous on the base paths. Also, I thought I reorganized this to be... There we go. So Sanchez is going to pick up a little bit on the aggressive base running. Kurebayashi is going to get a chance to fly. Tongu looks about right. Okuma, full send, buddy. You got the green light whenever you darn well please. Daiichi Suzuki is an interesting one. Keiichi Noguchi, welcome to the team, my friend. Work on your bunts, though. Byo Ota. Looks like he's gotten a little faster at age 24. He's going to be one of our more aggressive sends as well. Manny Bleeping Guzman. Speed Demon. Good to see Kashiwabata is going to try and pick up the pace on the base paths. Yeah, Kepler's an eh. Yoshida basically just don't bunt ever. Got Yamato Hirano, who's learned how to run. Good for him. Yuki Sato, who basically has the green light whenever he darn well pleases. Gen, who will get a little bit of fun on the base paths, but not too much. And Seiya Suzuki. Alright, that's all of our strategies. We are going to play game 1 at home, raising our banner against the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. We're facing... It's ace versus ace. Their ace is Hiromi Ito, 2-time Pacific League champion, last year's Gold Glove winner. Had a bit of a rough season, but I get the sense that runs are going to be at a premium. But then again, hello. It is me, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Dead meat. Oop, I still have spring training invitees on the Major League roster. Ha ha ha. Okay, so Guzman, and welcome to the 40-man. You made it. Well done. Also interesting that we moved Okuma into the leadoff spot instead of Yuki Sato. That's going to be interesting. Ah, it's good to be back at the Dome. Bit of a crazy moment with the camera, and it looks like Miyata's going to get aboard with a lead-off double. Maybe not the best way to start. So we got Yuki Nomura. Let's hold the runner. Full count. On the ground, Guzman on to first. Sacrifice hit. Oh man, not Kondo. Let's go deep. You know what, let's pitch around him a bit.
Strike three.
Ooh, we got him on strikes. Nice. We've got the open base. And Sho Nakata lifts it into center field. Yuki is there. Okuma now. Cub, the second baseman, pops this one up. Miyata is there. Sato on the ground to the shortstop Nakashima. Nothing doing. Macho now. Low ball 4. So, quiet inning.
Strike three.
Looking strike 3. Sit down.
Strike three.
Oh, he's picking the corners. That's going to push Seiya back, but he's going to be able to make that play. Suzuki down on strikes. Ito gets his first K of the day. Yeah, I knew this was going to happen. This was going to be a pitcher's duel all the way.
Strike three.
Full count to Nakashima. Off the end of the bat, Ota with a great throw. Speaking of Ota, hey, it's Taishi Ota. He's back. He started his career with the Fighters, and it looks like they signed him in the offseason to a minor league deal after he failed to hack it with the Carp. I mean, he got a lot of money for that one season, so good for him. The 0-1 to Ota. Up the middle, Okuma's there. Nice play. Four-pitch walk. Not the greatest. Let's hold the runner. And the ball's going to clank off Sanchez's mitt.
Strike three.
Man, pitch around button with Yamamoto is just basically saying, I'll just strike him out. 57 pitches through 3 innings, though. We may have to dig into some of our long relief guys if this goes on. I mean, Tomiyama can start in a pinch. So, the new kid, Manny Guzman, drives this one to the outfield wall. Welcome to the NPB. Mighty Manny. Leadoff double. Let's take a couple pitches. You know what? Let's test the arm of Furukawa. Nice. All right, Sanchez, drive him in. Ground ball to the second baseman. Sacrifice hit. Speed kills in this game.
Strike three.
Especially since we can't seem to do anything else against this guy. All right, a 1-run lead. Full count to Kondo. Fly ball deep to left field, but Kepler's tracking it, and he makes the play. Two to show. Called strike 3. One-two to Higuchi.
Strike 3.
Call swinging strike 3. He is just that good. Man, I just noticed their infield offense looks like ours. Really stinking good, but their outfield offense isn't as good, so we just got to get some more fly balls out
Strike
there.
3.
Wow, Yamamoto or Yoshida struck out. That rarely happens. And I will take an error. Full count to Seiya. Off the end of the bat, 6-4-3. Oh well. That's 7 strikeouts now for Yoshinobu. Punched into center field. Little looper. That's a 1-out single. Of course, if there was ever a guy who is probably going to... Actually, you know what? Let's go corners in first. We'll flip to pitch by pitch, and we'll see if we can... if we're going to draw a bunt out of him. You know, let's back off. Let's go double play depth. Pitch to contact. Line right to Kepler. Whew. We may have dodged a bullet there. Rocketed into left field, base hit. But only a single. YY scrapping a bit here. Off the end of the bat, Guzman goes to first. Through 5, Buffs still lead 1-0. I mean, you gotta keep running him. He's at only at 87 pitches. I'm going to have to think on what our next step's going to be. As far as I can tell, YY's got the 6th at least. Ota's going to duck snort this one. Kurebayashi. High fly ball, left field, playable. And Kondo is there. Guzman down on strikes. All right, first base runner, we give up. We are absolutely pulling or getting someone warmed up. Goes the other way for a base hit. All right, and we are going to go to Kaoru Higashi. Let's get him warmed up quick. Play depth, hold the runner. Off the end of the bat, into left field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Kepler's up and throwing, though. Runners will hold at second and third. Infield in. Pitch around him. Off the end of the bat. Fly ball deep to center field. Sato's there. So the game will be tied. Higuchi off the end of the bat. Sato's going to walk in on this one. 2 away. The 1-2 to Furukawa. Fly ball, left field. Kepler on the move. Through 6. The game is now tied. Yoshinobu Yamamoto's day is done. Higashi will be starting off the top of the 7th. Sanchez punches this one through the infield for a leadoff single. Okuma punches this one. That will fall in for a base hit. Runners at first and second. Nobody out yet. Sato's going to be patient. Full count. Holy crap, a triple play. Almost. Whew, Yuki Sato beats it out. That was almost embarrassing. All right, 4-pitch walk. Kepler now with a chance to do some damage. Up the middle. Ah, Miyata with the speed. So Kaoru Higashi coming in now for the top of the 7th. 1-1 tie. Full count to Nakashima. On the ground, Okuma makes the play. We may see an extra inning out of Higashi. We'll get someone warmed up. Ah, come on. Two-one. Up throwing. Not in time. Taishi Ota with a steal. Off the end of the bat, Guzman onto Kurebayashi. And into the lucky 7th. Three-one to Suzuki on the ground. 1 away. Ota launches this one over the head of the right fielder. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Ryo's going to pull into second. Buffaloes have a runner in scoring position. The 1-0 to Kurebayashi off the end of the bat. That will advance the runner. Guzman with a chance for an RBI here. First pitch swing on the ground to the second baseman Ueno. Nothing doing. So Tanaka comes in for the 8th. And Norihiko's always outperformed his numbers in my estimation. Pitching around Kondo because he scares me. All right, so pinch hitter Ishmael Alcantara now. Pitch around him too. High fly ball, left center field. Yuki Sato makes the play. 2 away. Jacob Sanford now. The 1-1. On the ground, past Okuma. And Kondo goes second to third. Runners at the corners now for Yudai Furukawa. Gotta get him here. Come on, Tanaka.
Strike 3.
Sanshin! In case it does go to a situation where we have the lead, I'm going to get Julian Fernandez warmed up. Sanchez, a little duck snort. He's going to make it. Infield single. And finally that will chase Hiromi Ito. Okuma pops this one way up. Yuki Sato now with a rare 0 for 3 day. On the ground, they're just going to get the lead runner. Good work by Sanchez to move up. Yoshida having a rough day. Goes the opposite direction, fly ball though. And we will head to the top of the ninth, still tied at 1s. Julian Fernandez, the fireballer, is going to come in to shut this down and get us to the bottom of the ninth for a walk-off. What do you think? Should we swap out Guzman? Yeah, let's do that, actually. So we're going to D-sub in more experienced Kashiwabara at shortstop. Heita Ando, the pinch hitter. Full count from Fernandez. Inside, ball 4. Here's Ota again. Let's hold the runner. Down on strikes. Miyata. Fernandez gets it, makes the play himself. Well done, sir. Unfortunately, we're not out of the woods yet. So we are going to get... There's a lot of lefties coming up. Let's get Shinya Kayama warmed up and ready to take the 10th if it goes that deep. If they brought in a lefty, we are going to bring in a righty. What do you think? Isamu Fukuda going to walk us off? The 1-2.
Strike 3.
Ah, strikes out. Seiya then. Fly ball, center field. Miyata sliding grab makes it. What happened to this team?
Strike 3.
Takayuki Kato gets through. So Isamu Fukuda will stay in the game and play left field. Fernandez is going to get Nomura, and then we're going to flip over to Kasama for the rest of the all lefty all the time lineup that they've put in now. Top of the 10th. Good play by Ota. Kayama, our new addition, is going to get at least an inning here. Kashiwabara, nice play. And Ismail Alcantara gets completely neutralized with a lefty on the mound. Let's pitch around him a bit. Finesse pitcher. Fly ball, right field, Seiya makes the play. Quick and easy 10th inning. Kayama only threw 3 pitches, so he's going to get the 11th as well. All right. Let's see. Do we keep Kurebayashi in there? Do we go for Tongu maybe? No. Daichi Suzuki. I mean, you gotta trust Kurebayashi to get the job done. You still have Noguchi as a pinch hitter option as well. 2-2 to Kurebayashi against Eishoku Kawahara. Called strike 3. Come on. All right. Pinch hitter. Daichi Suzuki. Full count. On the ground to Ueno. Nothing doing. Sanchez actually is 2 for 3 today, so I'm going to let him bat. I was originally thinking of pinch hitting for him, but nope. Okay, so Daichi's going to come into play second. Okuma flips around the other side of the diamond to take over shortstop. So not exactly hands crew anymore, but at this point, I mean, something's got to give, right? Good pitch there by Kayama. The 0-2 to Furukawa.
Strike 3.
Got him on strikes 2. We're going to get someone to get the 12th if it goes that far. The other way, Kepler, Fukuda with a diving play to make it. Ooh, that was close. All right. Let's get... Is it Kaino or is it Izumi? Let's go with Kaino. Let's get everyone more into this game. Why not? Why not? It's not like I'm going to be managing the next one. Okuma with some speed. Okuma's going to make things happen out there. Come on, Yuki. You can end it here. Off the end of the bat. Infield single. Infield is in. Outfield is in. And I don't have a pinch bunter. Two and 0 to Yoshida. Fly ball, left field. Will it be deep enough? Okuma's coming home. Safe! And the Buffaloes walk it off in 11 innings. Alrighty. Now that's how you start a game. By burning up most of your bullpen. Shh. Okay. All right. Solid opening day. Starting the season in the win column. Yudai Ono's first start with your Oryx Buffaloes. Come on, I can't take the suspense. Eight to 1. We put up 7 runs against their starter, Kosei Yoshida. So much so he strained his arm. They had to go to their long relief guy. Yudai Ono goes 6 1/3, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 5 Ks, 2 walks. So perfectly fantastic start. Guzman with a double. All right, so the doubles machines are working again. Sato's having a rough start to the season, and that's a little concerning, but Manny Guzman. Ooh, hoo, 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 yes. So with Gen coming back, who goes down? I think it might have to be, yeah, I think it might have to be Keisuke Izumi. Wait, what am I talking about? Don't we have... Tough call. Is it going to be Noguchi? Is it going to be Daiichi? I gotta bring someone back. And you know what? Keisuke Izumi is gonna head down. Gen's gonna come up. Yoshida will take over first base again. And Kepler will resume being benched against lefties. It took 13 innings and a game-tying single or double by Masataka Yoshida, but the Buffaloes have swept the Fighters. Kendai Gen, first game of the season, 4 RBIs on 2 hits, including a grand slam in the first inning off Shota Imanaga. Kyoyama only goes 1 start, or 1 1/3 after getting suspended. Bullpen is hurting, man. So, Kyoyama's gonna lose his next start. Tetsuto Yamada, 300 dingers. Congratulations, sir. So yeah, the numbers look a little skewy. First home run of the season, I did not expect to come from Kendai Gen. I'm just going day by day until Carlos Gomez is healthy. 6-5 come from behind win after both teams put up 4 spots in the first inning. Oof. Ward goes 4 2/3. Rough start for him, but Iwazaki gets the win, Fujimoto the save. Atsuya Horie takes the loss. Daiichi Suzuki with the pinch hit RBI double. Kepler and Ota now have dingers. Good to see. Alright, Carlos Gomez is back, so I'm just going to demote him down to the minors. So Takayasu lost a bit off his stamina and stats thanks to that torn labrum. But as a ground ball pitcher, he still got a home with our club. Tsutsugo hits 300 home runs. Hideto Asamura. Gets his 2000th hit. Ooh, we won 8-0. Sakakibata, 6 1/3. 5 walks though. Not the greatest. Kayama's impressed so far. It's a lot of doubles. Guzman his 3rd. Okuma, Yoshida, Daiichi Suzuki, and Seiya Suzuki. Daiichi getting a rare start in left. Man, I hope they fix whatever's wrong with Yuki Sato. And there's our first loss of the season. Kaito Awatsu goes 8 innings. Only allows 1 unearned run. Yamamoto, the hard luck loss. 2 dingers. Yeah, that's always been a problem with YY. $14-0 over the Eagles. So we won that series by a substantial aggregate score. Yudai Ono going the distance. 4 pitches away from a Maddox. Their youngster Koichiro Okamura gets a rude awakening to the league. Ota Tongu with a pair of dingers. Fukuda with a pair of doubles. So what's eating Yuki Sato? He was doing fine. I can't bench him because he's too good of a center fielder, but it's a little concerning. Good to see Kendai again is doing well too. I was wondering when he'd finally break out. So we're facing Seibu at their place. And we just... Oh, day-to-day strained oblique. Guzman's also a little beaten up. You know what? With all these day-to-day injuries... I don't know how to take it for Guzman. You know what? If they're going to be this long... Yeah, Kayama, we're not going to bother. We're just going to work around that injury. Who got the shutout win here? Oh, Yamamoto with, again, love it. Almost blew the save, but Fujimoto hangs on. Thad Ward with a great recovery win. So good to see he's performing again. And losing Masataka Yoshida for 3 weeks. Oof, man, oof. So you know what? Let's bring up Keisuke Izumi, because I think we need the extra pitcher. And who's doing the best down on the farm in terms of batting? Who can replace Masataka Yoshida? It might be Akira Yamamoto. So with, oops, no, it can't be him. We're good on DH. I need another shortstop. So you know what? It might be, yeah, it's gonna be, Miura who comes up. So Kurebayashi draws back in to the lineup. Not having Macho for 3 weeks is gonna stink, but as long as Kepler stays hot, who cares? Lost to the Hawks. Beat the Hawks 8-1. Sakakibara does well. Tomiyama goes the distance to clean it up. Sato's starting to pick it back up again. Good to see, good to see. Ali Sanchez, where did that come from? Ah. Almost completed the comeback, but Tongu struck out. Still early going. I think we'll pick a game in May to play as our finale for this stream sesh. Ah, good to see Guzman's ready to come back. So that means Miura. Head back down. Izumi has not done so hot. But let's try Daichi Takayasu. He's back into the bullpen. Man, Kyoyama's back to being bad again. I really thought this year was going to be different. Fukuda's not exactly having the best start to the season either, so we'll see how that goes. What's up with Fujimoto? Oh, man. Oh, man, that stinks. One very bad day. After we knocked out Udoki Sasaki, we wasted a great game from Yamamoto. So it's a very top-heavy Pacific League chase so far. Now let's go to this series in May against the Bears. The Bears are stinking this year, so hopefully... Or maybe we go play the one against the Eagles at their place? I don't know. This is going to be a dogfight, man. Good to see Guzman's figuring out the whole shortstop thing. Alright, so the Hawks are kind of running away with it a bit at the moment, but we can manage. Our offense is best in the league. Our runs against is best in the league. But the Hawks have won 8 in a row. Great. All right, let's take that series against Rakuten. We'll play that one out. And Kepler's out for 4 weeks with shoulder inflammation. Fantastic. The Hawks have won 12 in a row. What on earth is going on? The last team that beat them was the Spirit. With him out for 4 weeks. Yeah, Kyoyama may just not have the stuff to cut it. And Fukuda's not exactly impressing either as a pitcher, so let's flip him back to just being a batter. Let's give Carlos Gomez a call-up until Kepler's healthy again. So let's try Carlos Gomez in the rotation and see how he fares. Fukuda's going to be our full-time left fielder until Kepler's healthy again. So we picked up a 6-5 win, coming back late against the Eagles. So it looks like I get to manage an Ono start for the first time. Kepler is also a pending free agent and probably not going to get any of our limited dollars at this point. Contractually, we're keeping even from last year to this one, and I'm okay with that. Alright, last game for the stream sesh. Daichi Suzuki getting the DH call today. I mean, he's been slugging like crazy, so I don't blame him. Takahisa Hayakawa up against your Oryx Buffaloes. And we have a lead-off walk. Kishida's got a decent catcher arm, so... Infield single. Alright, this view is not helping anyone. There we go. So Seiya Suzuki. A lot of speed on the base paths. Let's do a hit and run here. Good. We stayed out of the double play. Ota's going to line this one into the gap. That's going to score both runs. And Ota himself is going to make it into third with a triple. Okuda stinks for bunting, so we're going to swing away here. High fly ball, deep to left field, way back and way gone. Isamu Fukuda says bye-bye. It's 4-0. Top of the first, Buffs. Kurebayashi sneaks one through the infield. How come they do this now? Here's Daichi Suzuki. The 1-2 on the ground for a 6-3 double play. So it's Yudai Ono on the mound now. Staked to a 4-0 lead before he even steps onto the mound. That's going to drop in. Little looper into center field. 1-out single for Fumiya Kurokawa. Here's Jeremy Profar now. The 1-0 off the end of the bat. Okuma to Guzman, back onto first, double play. Speaking of Guzman, here he is leading off the top of the second. He's going to launch this one right to the right fielder, Amicangelo. Rats. That looked really good. That had an XBA somewhere in the 800s, I bet. Sanchez is not exactly fast, so Doi has plenty of time to get to this one. Buffs go quietly in the top of the second. Yuya Ogo now. Rolled right to Okuma. Nice play. Here's Kobukata now. Guzman makes it look easy. Amicangelo, the 1-1. High fly ball. Seiya Suzuki just trotting back. Makes the play. Doi is just such a vacuum at shortstop. I mean, you look at this infield defense, it's ridiculous. That's why the Eagles worry me. They're doing what I do. Ota loops this one to center field. Muto's there. Here's Jiro Kamata. Popped up. Fukuda tracking it. Makes the play. The catcher, Kishida. Flares this one to left. Or to right. And here's Doi. Fly ball, center field. Sato catches it before the track. Ho-hum. Ono's only thrown 25 pitches.
Strike 3.
I think Hayakawa settled in a bit.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3 on Daichi Suzuki. Who else do we have available? Noguchi. Gen, who's, oof, in a cold slump. Great. Surprised we didn't let Tongu get... Oh, Tongu's also not doing that much better. Past Okuma and into center field. Eagles have a leadoff single. So let's go double play depth. Hold that runner. It's bunted. Kurebayashi covers. Let's keep holding that runner. Profar on the ground. Ono's going to handle it himself. The runner does not advance. The 1-0 to Ogo. Popped up. Guzman calls for it and makes the play. That's just Manny being Manny. And to think I sat on this kid for so long. Once he finishes developing as a 20-year-old with that range, we may have our shortstop for a very long time, like shortstop version of Yuki Sato. Certainly got the stolen bases to match that. Sanchez grounds into a double play. I mean, Ono's cruising. 42 pitches through 4 1/3. Wait, wrong direction. There we go. I mean, you don't need strikeouts to be an effective pitcher. Ono hasn't gotten a single one yet. High fly ball. Okuma calls for it. Nice play, Cub. 47 pitches through 5 innings. Yeah, we're letting Ono eat. He's doing fantastically so far. Fourth strikeout of the game for Hayakawa.
Strike 3.
And he must have been upset. How many pitches has he thrown? 71. So he's not that much further behind. That's laced into the corner. That's going to be extra bases for a leadoff hit. Fukuda chases it down. Kishida, leadoff double. Let's get those corners in. Pitch to contact here. Popped up on the infield. Kurebayashi makes the play. Two to Muto.
Strike three.
There's the first strike out of the game. Well played. Let's pitch around Kurokawa. We got an open base. Kurebayashi makes the play. 65 pitches through 6 innings. Might as well let him ride. So, Mark II, I actually am doing a... Oh, I'm not sure how long you've been watching, but I'm doing an NPB 75 special jersey project for the 2025 season in my sim. So, I set the logo to look like that. You'll notice when we zoom in on the Eagles next, their logos change too. So I've been funking around with it a little bit. Once we're out of this game, I'll give you the grand tour. All right, so Kurebayashi on board with a walk. Take a couple pitches. Let's go hit and run. There we go. No double play. Guzman pops this one up. Profar lifts this one to left. Fukuda's there. One away. Ogo now. Lined into the right field gap. That's going to go for extra bases. Seiya Suzuki gets it and is up throwing, but Ogo is in there with a one-out double. And it's Kobukata who we got to watch. So let's go corners in. Guard the bunt. Pitch around him a bit. Oops, we put him on board. Okay, so let's get Fernandez warmed up just to be safe. Let's go double play depth, actually. The 0-1. On the ground, Ota to second.
Out.
Nicely turned. So we'll keep Fernandez warm just in case. Actually, you know what? Let's sit him down. I keep forgetting it's 4-0. Sanchez might beat this one out, and he will. Here's Okuma, having a rough day. But he's going to line this one to left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Ali Sanchez goes first to third. Wow. Yuki Sato goes for the squeeze bunt. They will get him, but not the runner.
Strike three.
Seiya Suzuki strikes out, but Okuma advances. Ota on the ground. Kamata makes the play. So the Buffs add a lead. Or add a run to the lead. I think it's safe to say Ono still got enough in the tank to finish this one. Oh, Guzman. Well, that stinks. Pitch to contact here, will ya?
Strike 3.
Okay, strike him out. Pitch to contact more often. Off the end of the bat, Guzman goes the short way. I mean, 94 pitches through 8 innings. Do we really want to burn a pitcher trying to get out of this one? Let's get Takayasu warmed up just to be safe. I mean, that's why we brought him up, right?
Strike 3.
Suzuki with a lead off with a 2-out walk. Okay. Guzman's gonna lace one up the middle. Suzuki's gonna go first to third. Ryota Ishibashi comes in to try and seal the deal. Sanchez goes up the middle. Base hit. Another RBI. And now we're back to the top for Takao Okuma. That will end the top of the 9th inning. Ono's going to go for the shutout here. The 2-2 to Profar. On the ground, 5-4-3 double play. Yep, Takayasu's going to sit down. Sorry I got you up for nothing there, buddy. Oh no. Ah, past Guzman. Actually, no, let's go normal. Hold the runner. Guzman goes the short way. Yudai Ono gets the shutout. 9 innings, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 Ks, 111 pitches. I normally don't let my guys go that long, but that was a hecking good game. All right, so let's finish the series. And then I'll show you the logos I've been putting on. If you go onto my Twitch page, actually, I have put together, I've put the link to where you can download my package of uniforms and caps from the Out of the Park forums. All right, so another 5 days for Masataka to come back. Ryo Yoshida is just going to go... Why did I put him on the 40-man? Whatever. Demote him. Buffaloes have won their 5th straight. Sakakibara picked up a great game. I mean, it's nothing compared to the... Why did I click that link? So back-to-back shutouts against the Eagles. I'll take that. Hey, the Hawks finally lost a game. Alright, so let's get to the 12th. Pardon me. (6-5) walk-off win. Kayama almost blows it. Gen completes the comeback. And Yuki Sato's back to batting like we expect him to. Starters are having a bit of... Alright, so Carlos Gomez did not have a good first game. Ward had a rough go. Kyoyama did have a decent start, though. He's maddening because there's such potential there, but he just can't figure it out. So, safely ensconced in second so far, and now we're facing the Hawks. So, let's go around the league and let's show off some of the uniforms that we've put together. I wasn't planning on doing this, but what the hey. So, the Oryx Buffaloes, as previously mentioned, have the old 90s style cap with the 70s, 80s logo, but I've changed the eyes to be gold and the brim to be gold. The home jersey is a blend of 80s, 90s, and the modern color scheme, and the road uniform is basically the Oryx Blue Wave, but in the darker blue. Chiba's a fun blend, so we got the home pinstripes, but with the Mainichi Orion's logo on the chest, along with the 2005 era placket down the front. Road jersey blends a little bit of the 70s with that Lotte Orion's logo, and some white splotches basically like the 2005-2010 era, especially with the pink brim. Churuchi is equal parts 1954 and 2007 with a little bit of the 80s with the red sprinkled in. The script font on the Dragon's home uniform is actually straight from the 1954 uniform. The Hawks, the home uniform's based mostly on the 2010s, but that word script, talk about brain fart, is from the 1960s era Nankai Hawks team. The road uniform is based on the 90s Daiei Hawks, but with the SH representing SoftBank, and the cap logo is based on the Daiei Hawks logo as well, but with S instead of D. Hanshin, I mean, it's basically just the 1985 team's jerseys with a little bit of 60s and 2000s sprinkled in. The cap, I had to go with a pinstripe front, but not pinstripes all around because that's just hideous. The Carp went back to the Akaheru era, the 70s and 80s for the home uniform. The road uniform is mostly the 2016-2018 team, but again, influenced by the 70s and 80s with the dark C on the cap. For Hokkaido Nippon Ham, the home jersey is based on the 2006 era with a 2016 shoulder and the Toei Flyers logo on the right shoulder. The road jersey borrows the pinstripes from the 1981 Nippon Ham Fighters team with the 2016 shoulders, and the NH logo on the cap for the road jersey is, again, from that 1981 team. Seibu brought back the powder blue from the Invincible Seibu era. The Lions script on the home jersey is actually from the 1950s Nishitetsu Lions era. The cap is from the 2010s pennant winners, as is the road uniform with the extra piping and the white panels on the side. Tohoku Rakuten only had one Japan Series winning team, so I reached even further back to the Korakuen Eagles for a shoulder logo for the word font on the home jersey and for the piping and striping on the road jersey. I had to go green for the Yakult Swallows. I know that it looks hideous, but it's basically the 90s jerseys, the home pinstripes and the road, but using green, including on the cap, instead of red. It's too much blue and red in baseball anyway. Baystars, largely based on the 1998 team, but with a little bit of the 1960 Taiyo Whales mixed in. The Yokohama font on the road jersey is from the 80s Taiyo Whales, And the Maruha logo is on the right shoulder of the home jersey. The cap is straight off from the Baystars 98 run, and the 2017 Climax Series winners are on the left shoulder of the home jersey and the road jersey as well. Yomiuri, I didn't change. It's basically just the V9 era jerseys and stuff. So let's finish the month. And we'll start up our next stream in June. Hopefully we can gain some ground. Oh no, did Kaima Taida just get injured? No wonder the Lions have been plummeting. Oh man, we lost a series to the Hawks. Oh well. But Masataka's ready to come back. So who's going to get sent down then? It's got to be Noguchi. He just hasn't had the chance to play. So let's look at the batting stats. Let's clear out our split. Fukuda's been doing well for himself. Yeah, Gen has not impressed, so Yoshida is going to slide into the DH slot. We'll keep Kurebayashi at first. Maybe next offseason we move... Ota doesn't have the height for properly playing first. Still tickled pink that we had Manny Guzman hiding for this long and he's just now starting to play well. Hey, good game from Carlos Gomez. Glad to see I didn't send him down in a knee-jerk reaction. I mean, the team's been doing well. It's just that the Hawks got that ridiculous hot streak, and it's hard to catch up to that. I mean, we are. This is turning into a two-horse race. Hello. Alright, so Tongu injured for a week. Not like he was starting anyway, so Kepler will be back in a week. Carlos Gomez has settled in. Okay, 3 straight wins. This is going to make for some very difficult decisions. We can't, because I can't bring Kepler back. Because Guzman's doing so well. Actually, he's cooling off a bit. Has Kashiwabata done anything this season? Oh, he's been okay. Yeah, both Gomez and Ward are going to be good. That kind of limits my options for what to do with a foreign player. And yeah, we kind of did just gain on the Hawks. We've won 6 in a row. Oh, it's Kentaro Taira who's injured. Okay. Suguru Iwazaki wants an extension. I Can't afford you, buddy. We've already got a Bleep You bullpen, and 2.6 million? Nope, can't do it. Come on, let's catch the Hawks. Can we at least finish the stream catching the Hawks? Please. Oh, of course, of course. The guy I traded away for Yudai Ono, Shoki Katsumata, is leading the Central League in batting. That may be a rare situation where both teams come out looking good on the trade. Hitomi Honda's ratings dropped. Jitsuo's kicking butt. Love to see it. He may actually force my hand and come up pretty quick. Fukuda outperforms his ratings on the regular, it seems. I'm okay with that. So we had our win streak snapped. But we pick up the shutout win. Kyoyama does the damage this time. Yeah, Guzman's starting to sputter a bit. I wonder if it might be time for him to head back down to the minors. Zone rating 1.5 though. It's tough. Ota with 12 dingers so far in the season. Fukuda with 9. Hello. Kurebayashi with 6. Iwazaki's reclaimed the closer role and is doing a fantastic job at it after Fujimoto's struggles. So I think that's as good of a place as possible to leave it. I've got some things to think about for who's going to stay, who's going to go, who's impressing, who's not. Guzman's going to force my hand. I mean, +8 WAR. That BABIP may be unsustainable. I mean, he's only 20 years old. He's going to be back here next season. Anyways, I got some things to think about. I will think about those offline. I'll probably be streaming again over the weekend. You'll get a notification, and if you don't follow me already, please do so that you can get a notification. Have a great rest of the week, everyone. Firage, take us out.